The devil has normalized not being in your right mind. That's why that term therapy has reached the sky. It's, because people are not in their right mind. They're not loving. They're fighting against their own nature. They've been taught not to love themselves. They've been taught not to love the opposite, sex. They've been taught not to love life. They've been taught you only can have fun with people that have certain things. You only can have fun with people that have materialistic things, fame or letters behind their name, PhD, bachelor degree. You got to have a big house and a yard. You got to travel the world, the 7 seas. They're telling you you're not having fun unless you do this. You're not worth nothing unless you have this. That's what they're telling you. You're not worth nothing unless you have this. You're not, you see what I'm saying? So they have thought for you. They basically took your brain out and put what they want inside your head. The conditioning is deep. It's deeper than you can imagine. It's deep. They tell you to marry. You can marry you can marry yourself. You can marry your aunt. You can marry your dog. You can marry all this stuff, but you can't marry more than one person at the same time. Legally, you can do it, but just not paperwork. And you don't need the paperwork anyway, but I'm just saying. You see, they don't mind giving you something. They're thinking for you. They're telling you how to think. They're telling you how to view. They're teaching you how to view things and how to think. They're teaching you how to view yourself if you don't have certain things. So that way you can force yourself to say, they say I'm not worth nothing if I do this. Most stress comes from worrying about what other people think. Most stress comes, all the songs tell you you have to have this. You know what I'm saying? All the songs tell you all this stuff. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. It's telling you. All the songs telling you this stuff. So, you gotta think about this, man. You gotta think about the conditioning is real. All the way down to the food you eat, the entertainment. You're taught to look at chickens different than rats. In other countries, people eat rats just like they eat chickens. Make a rat burger, rat stew. They eat them tails like French fries. I know you're thinking, yuck, because you're trained to think like that, but chickens ain't too much better. So you gotta think about it, man. You gotta think about it. They've taught you how to think. They taught you that you gotta date somebody your age, exactly your age. Nobody older, nobody a little younger, or if you're a woman, a lot older. Women, they body on a time clock. So if they trying to get somebody their age, the dude may not be there mentally. He may not be there mentally. He may not be there mentally. He may not be there mentally. So he's not a bad guy. He just don't want a commitment. You want to try different girls out. You want to try different flavors, different complexions, different textures, different nationalities. But a woman might have her mind up at a young age. I want him, but it's mine. But she would have to go older. An older man that she's attracted to. A legal woman, a woman of legal age have to go older in most cases to get the man with the mindset that's going to take her seriously. Then he got to believe in God. Then he got to want a relationship or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a long list, but it's a list of things that got to be in place, and for that thing to have potential, for that relationship to have potential to last forever. I'm Alan Rayionaire. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell button. If you're on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Alan Rayionaire YouTube. If you want a consultation or anything, message me on Instagram at Alan Rayionaire Show. Download my latest gospel song, Heaven's a Part of You by Alan Rayionaire. Give your life to Jesus Christ. None of us perfect, but if you confess with your heart, mouth, and mind that Jesus is got on the cross for your sins, then you will come through the storm and the fire as gold. I'll talk to y'all later. Send me a friend request on Facebook at Bantu Guy. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell button. Much love. We out.